Good morning, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are all fine. Welcome to the Google Classroom of Sri Gokulam Public School. I am Nida Miss, your English faculty. So, my dear children, in the previous class, we were discussing the chapter Who Did Patrick's Homework? And we said that Patrick had been a very lazy boy, and once he finds an elf, that is, he saves an elf, a tiniest man, from a cat, and in return Patrick asks the elf to do his homework for the entire academic year. That is, for that session he wants the elf to do the homework. The elf is not happy with the situation, but still he agrees to do the homework for Patrick. Now let's see what happens next. And then they started doing Patrick's homework. Now you might think that all the problem ended here, but actually that's when the real problem started. The reason is that the elf did not know to do the homework. He hasn't gone to school and he hasn't studied anything. So he did not know how to do the homework. He always needed Patrick's help to do the homework. When there was an English homework to do for reading and writing, he would tell Patrick, "Go take the dictionary and come. I don't know how to read and write. The words are so difficult here. Give me the meaning of the words. Take the dictionary and come." And Patrick would run and take a dictionary, find out the meanings and tell the elf. And when the maths homework came, he would tell Patrick, "I don't know the tables of 9s and 8s and 7s and 6. I don't know. I cannot do division and multiplication. Find out the problems and solve it for me, and I'll write down the answers." Now Patrick had to sit down and do all the calculations so that the elf can write the answers. The same thing happened with science and social studies and history. The elf kept on shouting louder and louder and louder. He said, "I don't know what is written here. Go bring books from library. Go fast. Bring books from library and find out the explanations for this and tell me, explain it to me, teach me. Then I will write the answers." Patrick was so fed up. He was working harder and harder. Now he did not have time for anything because the elf was such a nag. Nag means disturbing. He was shouting at Patrick, and Patrick had always to keep working harder. Patrick did not have time to sleep. He was sleeping late. He was keeping all night. Keeping all night means he was sleeping late. And when he came to school the next day, he was so tired that his eyes was puffed. Puffed means swollen and red. When you do not have proper sleep, your eyes becomes red. So his eyes was also red and swollen, and he cannot see anything properly because his eyes was going drowsy and drowsy. Patrick was having a tough time. Now it was the last day of the school. Thank God. What happens on the last day of the school? Yes, the results are out. It was open house for them. Patrick took his parents to the school. They went to school together. And what was the agreement made between the elf and Patrick? The elf and Patrick made an agreement that elf would do Patrick's homework for 35 days, and after that the elf was free. So now the elf realized that he is free, and he escaped from the back door of Patrick's house. He ran away. Thank God, no more homeworks, elf thought. And then Patrick went with his parents to the school. To his surprise, wow, what results he had! All A grades. His friends were amazed. The lazy boy, the boy who was always getting shoutings from teacher, beating from principal. Oh my God, this boy has got all A grade. His teacher was continuously praising Patrick. Wow, what a great boy. Wonderful boy. Excellent boy. Amazing boy. Everybody was praising him. Patrick was so happy, immensely happy. So happy he became. And then, what happened in Patrick's life? Patrick thought that because of the elf's magical powers, Patrick has changed. Teachers are praising him. Friends are telling, my God, this boy. So he thought he's got some magical powers from the elf, and Patrick was completely changed. After that, he became a perfect child. At home, he used to be very, very responsible. He cleaned his room, did his chores. Did his chores means did everything what his parents told him. He was never lazy. He was always disciplined. And he went to home. He studied. He did his homeworks. He went to school. He was concentrating. He was participating in school programs. He was become a perfect child. And that created a whole new attitude in Patrick's life. So, who do you think really did Patrick's homework? Is it the elf's magical powers? I'll tell you a secret. It was Patrick who did his homework. We knew that, didn't we? So, let's get back to the question that I asked in the beginning. Now tell me, children, do you really feel that is homework useless? No, homeworks are not really useless. We need that because we can revise what we have studied in our classrooms. It helps us to remember the studied matter. It is very important because it keeps our brain very active. It stores knowledge. When you're doing homework, whatever we are studying, the reading, the writing, the learning, all that is stored in our memory. So to keep our memory very sharp and precise, we need to do homework. So next time when the teacher is giving you homework, don't brag and complain. Instead, be smart and do your homework so that we all can become like Patrick, the perfect child. So my dear students, did you like the story? Let's conclude today's session. Read the textbook many times and underline all the important points. There is a YouTube URL attached after this video. You can watch it and go through the story once again. Enjoy the story once again. A test paper is also attached along. You have to do that test paper without fail. Read the textbook, remember the contents and do the test paper. I'm also attaching the notes for this lesson. You can write it down in your notebooks and learn them. So till we meet again in the next class, keep working hard and be bright and beautiful children. Thank you.